Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum.
Monster Energy. Why do some fighters love Monster Energy and have them on their shorts? And why do some fighters hate Monster Energy like Izzy and give it the finger every time they can? Before we get to the guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would highly appreciate that. To not miss further videos like that, click the button below. Thank you so much, guys. So Monster Energy, if you don't know it, is an energy drink provider. I don't think they make anything else than energy, as far as I'm concerned at least. They have water in the UFC, but you have to know that's not Monster water. It's just water with a paper around it that says Monster. It's just normal water, not from Monster itself, as far as I'm concerned at least. You see some UFC fighters having the Monster logo on their shorts, some don't. You probably wondered, why is that? Why do some fighters after the fights hold a Monster bottle in their hand, acting like they drink it and stuff, and why do other people not do that? So you have to see, the UFC and Monster work together since several years. The UFC is the main sponsor, the Monster is the main sponsor of the UFC. They pay the UFC annually, I think I heard like $10 million. And they also have the permission in their contract to work together separately with UFC fighters, because the Monster logo on the UFC shorts is a contract between Monster and the fighter, not the UFC. It is included in the UFC contract with Monster and UFC, but it's a contract directly from Monster to the fighter when they wear the stuff on the shorts, hold the bottle up, all these things. So why do not all fighters have the Monster logo on the shorts? Well, Monster picks and chooses the fighters they want to represent Monster. And since Monster is always famous to represent like extreme sports and like crazy stuff, they don't pick boring fighters normally. Normally you see them picking like Jorge Masvidal, people like that, Donald Cerrone, McGregor, like people that have impact on other people, that are a little bit crazy like Cerrone, that, you know what I mean, that are easy to sponsor. Because some fighters like Cerrone or like DC have sponsorship deals with Monster where they also wear a lot of Monster gear outside of the cage. There's not the one Monster deal. It's not like you have Monster on your shorts, you get 3K 100%. No. Some fighters have normal deals that they just have it on their fight shorts and hold up the cup. Some fighters have, like DC, like Cerrone, that they have it in like, that they have to wear the Monster stuff privately, make posts with Monster stuff, tag them in the post. Like Boatan, for example, tags Monster in nearly every post he does and everything. Work together with Hans Molenkamp. Hans Molenkamp is the guy who is in charge for Monster with the UFC. So you see him a lot at events and stuff, also at Bellator and all these MMA organizations. So there are different contracts. It is estimated that Monster pays from, I think, $3,000 per month upwards. So I think a Raul Rosas Jr., who is very new, so just wears it on the shorts, holds up the Monster bottle, gets like $3K per month, which is a lot of money already. When I read this, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. And you can only imagine what Conor gets paid to hold up the bottle and have it on the shorts. But there are also some fighters like Israel Adesanya who seems to have a big problem with Monster. There are fighters like Dominic Cruz who have problems with Monster because of Hans Molenkamp that I just mentioned. Because Hans Molenkamp is a guy that, I don't know him, but it seems like he always tries to push himself being in fighters' videos, like challenging fighters for like sparring sessions, stuff, just some weird things to get his name out there, to promote himself instead of promoting Monster or the fighter. It's more about himself. That's what it feels like sometimes. And like Dominic Cruz, for example, pointed it out and even wanted to fight Hans Molenkamp, even though he was sponsored by Monster, which was crazy. But Izzy, for example, is not sponsored by Monster, has never been, as far as I'm concerned, and hates it very, very publicly. Every time he sees a Monster bottle somewhere on like the press conference stuff, he takes it away and hides it. He gave the fingers after his last fight to the Monster logo, and there's an important message there. He gave the bird to the Monster logo, and then crossed himself. Now, is Izzy a religious guy? I don't know. Maybe he keeps it private, I don't know, but doesn't really matter too much. But there are some rumors, some allegations, which I'm not too deep into. I'm not too deep into conspiracy theories. Could it be true? Yes. Is it true? I don't know. That Monster is satanistic, that the logo should kind of be 3 times a 6 and stuff. There are many rumors that Monster is kind of satanistic. or has some affiliations there or whatever in the business, all these things that I'm not really into. I'm more into MMA and stuff that matters. But hey, if you want to know more about that, Google it. You will probably find something, some conspiracies. I'm not really into that. I don't know it, but I don't think so. But who am I to know that?
You the man. You the man. You are the man.
But I don't think it's just that. I also think Izzy maybe had, or other fighters that hate Monster, maybe had some offers of Monster. They offered him X amount, he wanted amount Y, and Monster said, no, you're not worth that, blah, blah, blah. Negotiations failed, and then now he works together with, I don't know, Red Bull, for example. Izzy has, I think, his own Monster Energy with some other brand, but I'm not sure. Many fighters have some, like Hamzat works together with Dragon Energy as well, and there's so many reasons why fighters might not like Monster, but I would assume that most fighters who really have that hate towards Monster had some deals in the past that didn't work out. They had like bad experiences with Monster as the brand and working together with them and stuff. Or maybe they just are sponsored by a energy drink brand that is such a big enemy of Monster that they're just being loyal and stuff. But that's the whole secret behind the Monster thing. These are all contracts, just like Reebok had back in the day with guys like Conor McGregor, with guys like Sage Northcutt, Paige Van Zandt, outside of the UFC. That's the whole magic behind that. Write in the comments, why do you think Izzy gave the finger to Monster and crossed his chest? Why do you think Monster has the ability to pay so much money to these fighters every month for just wearing it on shorts? Write all your thoughts in the comments, guys. Would highly appreciate that. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, guys. Check out the merch, by the way, Bloodsport merch. All the things available, link in bio. Check it out, appreciate that. And most importantly, guys, make sure to eat your vegetables. Until next time, guys, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.
Eat your vegetables.